ones. Oh my golly, you guys should be wide awake by now, besides you in your favorite class of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. We are ready for question number 4. Part 4. Now I need everybody really paying attention here, because while this is review to you, it's so very important. We do not want to forget it. We want to remember. This means, anybody know what that means? What do you think that means? What? That means the distance between A and B. Okay? So AB is a segment. I want to know the length of that segment. Okay? Do you remember how to find the distance? There's a formula.
Is it y2 over y, or y1, y2 minus y1 over x?
That is an incredibly important concept, but what is that?
That's
slope. That's slope. So in a couple of days, later, I don't know, sometime soon, we'll be writing equations of lines, and we will need to do that. We'll need to find the slope. That's not this. This one is the one with the big radical. Oh, hey, stop. It's real simple. No one is ever going to ask you to write the formula. You need to know how it works. So it's real simple. We take x minus x and square it. So those of you that are formula driven, it looks like this. But again, no one's ever going to ask you for the formula. You just have to know what to do. So we're going to take x minus x and square it. Now you remembering? And then we add y minus y. So here are my x's. Subtract them and square it. Here are my y's, subtract them and square it. Add those two together and take the square root. So what am I going to get? 3 minus 4 is negative 1, squared is 1. 2 minus negative 1 is 3, squared is 9. And 1 plus 9 is 10. Square root of 10. Okay, is that easy enough? With your partner, try B. It's exactly the same problem, you're going to do exactly the same thing, but you're using different points. Lexi, tell me what you wrote on your paper.
I got square root of 80. Oh, okay. Parentheses, negative 1 minus 0.
I wrote down the wrong problem. Thank you, Lexi. Let me catch up a second. I wrote down the wrong problem. Okay, you said negative 1 minus 0?
Square plus negative 2
two? Everybody okay? Yep.
Is it x2 minus x1 or x1 minus x2?
Doesn't make a bit of difference because you're squaring. Think about it. 3 minus 4 and 4 minus 3, if I square the answer, it doesn't matter. So whatever you want. Again, what's important there, Jake, is that you remember I subtract my x's. It subtracts my y's. Order doesn't matter. Just subtract. Okay? All right, everybody okay with root 82? All right. Number 5, now we're going to find midpoint.
It's like y plus.
So, after all these years, I have found that pretty much, if you remember that midpoint is average, you're gonna be great. You're gonna be great. How do you average things?
You add them together and
Add them and divide by 2.
2.
Or how many there are. So if I have 2 things, I'm going to divide by 2. So if I have 2 x's, and I want to know the middle x, which is the average x, I'm just going to average them. So 3 and negative 2 is 1, divided by 2 is 1/2, 0.5, 1/2. Average, add and divide by 2. Add and divide by 2. Now do the same thing here. Add the y's, divide by 2. There you go. There's your midpoint. You add the x's and divide by 2. Add the y's, divide by 2. Midpoint is average. Okay, what about the next one? -6 plus 8. Well, -6 plus 8 is 2, but divided by 2 is 1. -1 and 5 is 4. Divided by 2 is 2. Done. Are you okay with that? Please don't make that hard. Midpoint is average. Okay. Find the area and perimeter of the figure. Okay, let's go ahead and plot these points. So everybody remember -5, 3. Right? I don't want you to feel that I'm babying you, but I also want to make sure everybody's good plotting the point. 0, -1. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. I know you don't have graph paper there, just whatever. Nice little triangle. Let's start by finding perimeter. What does perimeter mean?
Add all the sides.
Add up all the sides. So, we're gonna have to find this distance, and this one, and this one. Would everybody agree if I want perimeter?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Get busy with your partner. You're gonna find AB, AC, and ABC. could make a mistake, I'll be counting on you to correct me.
I sewed this wrong.
Now, we're leaving our answers exact, so your answers will be radicals. No decimals, just radicals. Did I mess up, Jake? Jake Gardner? Did I mess up? I heard you say Route 45.
Yeah, I got it.
Which one? A, B, A, C, or B, C?
I think I just messed up, but
Well,
it was for
I
AC.
could have messed up too. I just want to make sure. Which one?
It was for AC.
AC? Here?
Yeah.
Okay, so that will be the square root of negative 5 minus 4. I did some of this in my head, so it's entirely possible it's not wrong. Okay, so negative 5 minus 4. Be careful. Negative 5 minus 4 is negative 9. Squared is 81. I think I'm okay. I think it is root 82. Anybody else not get one of the things I got?
Wait, how did you get C or AC? How does,
Negative 5 minus 4.
where'd the negative 4?
Well, I'm subtracting. So it's negative 5 minus
Oh,
4.
yeah.
It's a subtraction problem. Distance is a difference. DD. Distance is a subtraction. Okay, we good? All right. Now, my goal here is to find the perimeter. So perimeter, I'm going to add all these up. So I have a root 41, a root 82, and another root 41. Those do not all combine, but certainly these two can be added because they're the same. So 2 root 41 and then root 82. There is nothing else you can do there. You can't add radicals unless they match. So one of them and another one makes 2 of them. But there's no way to combine these. So this is my perimeter. Are we good? All right. Now we got kind of a thought-provoking problem. Because now we gotta find area. What do you know? It's a triangle. What do you know about area of triangles?
1/2 base times height.
1/2 base times height. Now, in order to do that, you need to have a base and a height. In other words, you have to have 2 things coming together making a right angle. Right? Now, that can look like this. It can look like this. It can look It can look anyway, but you've gotta have a perpendicular relationship if you're gonna do one at base and side. Now, here's why it's tricky. Remember the Pythagorean theorem? Who remembers the Pythagorean theorem? What's the Pythagorean theorem?
Plus B squared equals C
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. If we call this side A, and we square it, we get 41. If we call this side B, and we square it, we get another 41. And if that's side C, we get 82. Is that a true statement? Which means, we didn't know it, mine doesn't really look like it, maybe yours does, but this is a right triangle. Because the Pythagorean theorem worked. So here is my perpendicular right here, which makes one of these the base and the other one the height. So my area is gonna be 1/2 root 41 times root 41. Right? And these two times together make 41. So I have 41 over 2, or 20.5 as my area. That's a challenging problem. That's a tricky one. That'll be for the A students. This is for everybody. Everybody can find perimeter. Nothing tricky about perimeter. You just gotta do your distance formula and add them up, right? That's not a challenge. Okay, are we ready to move on? I know, you just wanna go to lunch, but you're not yet. You okay? All right, we're gonna repeat the process for the next problem, which is a quadrilateral. So go ahead and plot your 4 points. And again, perimeter is going to be easy. So nobody's going to be confused by perimeter. Area is going to be a little more challenging. Or maybe not. Now that I look at these numbers. As you were plotting these, did you notice that these were in a straight line and these were in a vertical line and these were a horizontal line? So would you agree there's going to be a right angle there just because of what the ordered pairs were? So we got a rectangle up here? All right, let's find perimeter. So we need AB and BC. If you have already figured out that it's a rectangle, do we really need to find all 4? Because we know these two are gonna match and these two are gonna match, right? So if you wanna go ahead and find all 4, that's fine. That would be a good check. But you don't need to. Alright, so here we go. Heck, you even really need the distance formula on this one? Can you kind of just tell? Since they're in straight lines? So this side 5. Here we're going from -2 to 4. 6. So, Jake Gardner, what do you think about perimeter? What you got for perimeter?
22.
What do you guys think about Jake? Is he on target, 22? Area? How do we find the area of a rectangle? Length times width, base times height, whatever vocabulary you use. So let's see, if we're 5 and 6, it's just gonna be 30? Prove the diagonals bisect each other. As soon as we finish this problem, we'll go to lunch. Prove the diagonals bisect each other. Whoa. Oh man, my drawing is atrocious. Did you get a real skinny thing like that? All right, how are we gonna prove that the diagonals bisect each other? First of all, you remember what the diagonals are? Those would be the diagonals. What does bisect mean? Midpoint, cut in half. So if we found the midpoint for the green and the midpoint for the red, what should happen? They should be equal. All right, let's do it. Midpoint is average. So for the green, which is AC, average, -2 plus 6
4.
divided by 2. Perfect. -3 plus 7 divided by 2. All right, there's green. Everybody still with me? Kind of rushing. All right, now I need to find the midpoint of BD. All right, BD. 0 plus 4 divided by 2. 1 plus 3 divided by 2. Did we just prove they bisected each other? Yep, because they have the same midpoint. All right, here's the rules for lunch. You're back at 45, and you're in your seat at 45. So if you have to potty, fill up a water bottle, et cetera, do it before 45, all right? You're out of here. Have a great lunch. And you guys that I won't see anymore,